Guys, how are you? Jamboni saseni bonsoir. How you good? You good? Monday vibes? Good vibes? For me, no good vibes. I don't want to lie. I want to keep it real. There are not good vibes, but it's not about that. Right now, it's not about the vibes. It's about let's do this thing together. So guys, if you're watching this video and you haven't subscribed, just hit that button. Imagine just subscribe. Have mercy. Imagine how nice it will be if I would just see like those big numbers. You know, big people like big things, eh? Those big numbers. If I would see Leah has so many subscribers, and not only subscribers, just watch kidogo. You can push it to the 10th minute or even to the last minute. It won't be that long. Just have mercy, be kind. 2021, good vibes, helping one another, that we grow together. Sindio, Ama, let's do it. So guys, if you don't know me, my name's Leah. I have a YouTube channel. Right now, what you're watching, this is Leah the Dream Chaser. That's my YouTube channel, and I'm just here to inspire you, to motivate you, and to let you know it's never too late. But don't wait too long. Don't wait to have all the answers before you can begin. Sometimes you get the answers along the way. So just start. Keep moving. Don't wait too long. Sawa sawa. Thank you guys. So guys, I was thinking to myself today. Yesterday I wanted to shoot a video, but I was not able. I wanted to record a video, but it was not possible because I never had peace with myself what to talk about. And once I hear this, I realize it's not right, so I don't do it. And just today, when I came home, I was asking myself, so do you think you do a video today that there's not so much of a big gap between the last video and this video? And I asked myself, what am I going to talk about? And guys, I had like 3-4 different things that are pending. I still have the food truck, the cons and the pros that I have to talk about. I also have to talk about what you need to have an au pair as a guest family, a host family, and also for the au pairs. I know people here watching, you have maybe family in Kenya, would like to maybe invite them over here or help them get into Europe countries as au pairs, or even not only Europe, to the States, Asian countries, whichever, and just the requirements, the do's and the don'ts. And even I thought maybe I would speak about the difference between social year and au pair, and what I personally think is better, because for the au pairs that we've had, they all had to do the social year for them to get to study or do whatever they wanted to do. Just to cover up this, there's always this gap between you finishing your au pair and entering school. So normally they take this social year just to be sure of what they want, get prepared, have their paperwork done. And I would like to cover a bit of this because maybe you could help your sister, your brother, even boys come. I mean, why? You could help somebody from home to come over here, or even a friend, a neighbor, whoever, not only as an au pair, but also to come and do the social year, which is also very good. I personally, if I was to be asked between au pair and social, I would go for the social year. Why? I'll check when to do this. But for now, I would like to speak about something that I just felt maybe is really important, because as you all know, we are affected by the pandemic. This started last year. I remember in Germany, it was around March. I'll never forget this because I just had an article about me on the newspapers, and a week later, when I got an email from Google that my website was viewed over 700 times, I was like, so life begins here. Now we start counting money. I was like, hey, time to get rich, eh? And then a week later, the pandemic was announced and lockdown was spoken about. And I thought, okay, lockdown, what are we going to do? It was a really hard time. Thank God I'm in the food truck industry, like food, but I do food trucks. And funny, or not funny, lucky enough, we didn't have to close. We had like pick-up spots, like you could call or you just come over, check what we have, take. You didn't have to stay with us. Like normally we have tables, we have chairs, you can sit and just, around the food truck, you eat, listen to some music, have some vibes, because with me we have to talk. Me, I just talk it out. In Kenya they call them manakimbelembele. I think if it was in Kenya, people would be saying, "Ule mama manakimbelembele." It's not kimbelembele. It's just having good times and good vibes. So I think that was the way that it was, that I was able to do this in that way. But I would like to speak about taking care of your dream, because we are going through a very hard time right now, and I know there are people who are about to give up dreams that they have, just because you're looking at it all and thinking, so how will it manifest? How will I get to there? Look at the way everything looks so gray. Everything is so dark. People are speaking so negative. You're in such a long tunnel. You can't see the light on the other side. But I would like to encourage you and tell you, guys, take my word. Me, when the pandemic was announced and I knew we were going into lockdown, of course we did deliver food. but I know what we earned in 2019, and that was my expectation, and even more because 2019 I was still employed. So I knew now that I've quit my job, I'm fully in it, with the 2-3 workers that I'll be having. 2020 is going to be the bomb, like we are going to make it, And I know when the pandemic was announced, I just saw everything go dark. But I still have a dream. I have a dream of doing franchise. I want to have 50 tracks, even more. God in heaven, I know you are able. My slogan, God is able, remains. I have this dream of wanting to do it and just do it. No looking back, And I'm like, so it looks the way that, how can we even buy more food? I thank God that we're able to get our second food truck like 2-3 months ago. I would just call this truck, actually it's called the Jumbo, but I think it was supposed to be called the Miracle. These names you always hear people are called this. Okay, some names that I usually find to be very interesting, yeah. Like I think if I had a baby girl, I would call her Precious, Memory, all these. They are names that I hear and I think, why didn't I come up with such ideas? But I have boys and they also have good names. Like that's not what I'll talk about, but this food truck is a treasure, it's a miracle. But I'm asking myself, how can you go buying other trucks wanting to franchise during this season? We are all looking at it like people are not even trusting, because there's times people walk along past the tracks, they look at you and you can see this skeptical look like, okay, are you aware of the pandemic? Could it be that you're positive, and you just let them go? And there are those who come, they see you have your mask on, your gloves on, and they go on. But this is a moment where we are not so sure of the next step. Nobody is sure of investing. Those who have money in the bank think, let me leave the money in the bank because it's safe there. But money in the bank to me is never money. Money is when you invest in something and this thing keeps generating money. When you have something going on and money is coming in, for me that is, I don't know, but just having money that is just seated there. But at this particular time, everybody's freaking, everybody's afraid. Do I invest in this? Do I wait a bit? And this waiting is kind of getting really long. We are really waiting long. Now our patience is being tested. Guys, remember your patience is being tested at this particular time, because I believe good times are coming. I have a feeling good times are coming. But until then, you who has a dream, you have that thing that you've always wanted to do. Maybe you had said, I'll do it in 2020, it was not possible because maybe it's something that is in the industry that is very affected. But I think right now there's no industry that is not affected, surely. Nothing. Look at our kids. This homeschooling, it's draining them. My boys, every day they wake up, I'm like, sometimes they wake up and I tell them, guys, you have to just do like you do when you go to school. Start up with breakfast, and they're like, yeah, but mom, we are at home, it's just crazy. I would like to just speak about watching on your dream. And before I speak about this, I would like to speak about this, which always encourages me and helps me to be very careful. The story about the wisdom of Solomon. Solomon did something very wise. If I may just look at these two ladies, one whose kid died in the night and she exchanged, and in the day she was like, this is my kid. And when the mom said, it's my kid, and the other lady is like, no, it's my kid. And Solomon was like, then we are going to cut the kid into two. And one lady who the dream was not hers said, do it. And the one who knew this is my baby said, no, don't kill the baby, give it to her. And I was looking at it and I've spoken to this to a couple of people, maybe some even are listening to this right now, my friends, people around me. Like, I look at it like, this is like when somebody could steal your dream in the night and they don't care about it. Guys, it depends. This is where you're going to be very careful. Whom do you tell what and at what time? There are some dreams, it doesn't matter when you tell them when the dream has already manifested. What will they do? Because before then, when you speak about something, you kind of relax. It's not that utasema, people usually say I spoke about it to her. I think since I don't have even the energy, I don't even want to do it. I think she did something wrong. Maybe she went to Chawi. These things people speak about. There are things I hear and I'm like, hey, okay, but how? Before you get into that, when you tell somebody something about something you're about to do, because it's not something you're sure that it's going to work, you can't blame the other. When you tell them, it's like you kind of relax because you've let it out. You've let it out. Once you let the cat out of the bag, the direction it decides to go, it can maybe go the way you wanted. It's like even wanting to trap a chicken. Let's use a chicken, because in Kenya, when we try to catch a chicken, it's not possible. You close over here, hoping that it goes there because so-and-so is waiting for it there to catch it so that it can be slaughtered for dinner, And it's the same way when you let something out of the bag, you let your dream out of the zone where it was, because there's a place where your heart, your mind, you let it out. It might go to that direction that you wanted. It might also go to the other direction. And the other direction meets enemies, it meets hypocrites, it meets pretenders, friends who just call themselves friends, but they're just watching you, waiting for your downfall, waiting for that one time you'll give them a call and say, guess what, aki gari yangu imevunji, imeharibika, I don't even know, all these things that happen to us because we are living. As long as we are living, things happen. And it might go to that direction. Your dream might go to a direction where there are people just waiting to see you fall. It might also go to the other direction. But before you let it out, before that time comes where your dream is going to manifest, guys, there is one thing that I would first want to tell you. Be focused and be positive. Another thing, try to speak less. Not because me personally, I fear uchawi, because I don't believe there is witchcraft. And if there is something that I keep reminding myself, greater is he who is in me than he who is in the world. And because somebody who is going to a witchcraft because of my dream or because of my success, that is a weak person, and that is somebody in the world. Nobody in the spirit, and I mean the spirit of God, can do some things people do in the world. They can't. How? Then you're not right. The moment you say that you are going to see a witch doctor and pay money because you want to kill somebody's dream, that means you're in the world. And the word tells me, greater is he who is in me than he who is in the world. And if you are doing that, you're in the world. So he who is in me is greater than he who is in you. So why should I fear? Why? I have God. I have the one who has the final say. But guys, before then, you have to be very careful with this dream which I'm talking about. You have to guard your mouth. And you know why you're going to guard your mouth? Not because you fear witchcraft. And if you do, then you even have to guard it more. Me, I don't, but there is a reason why I'll say I have to guard my dream. Because when you speak about it, a dream killer, because they are there, might speak something that will discourage you to want to continue having the dream. You might speak something to somebody who has maybe gone through that, or who knows about a friend, a neighbor, or whoever who is also doing that what you want to do, that which is your dream. And because we all have different journeys, and I thank God for this. Guys, we can never be the same. I can never, me personally, if there is something I don't like, is to be like anybody else. I don't like. It's just now that I have no African look. I wanted to do something for myself because every time I'm doing a video, I want something else. But I didn't have the, I don't know, I didn't have the vibes of wanting to go to the fashion room. So I thought, let me just take something and wear it's okay. But I don't like to be like anybody else. I don't envy anybody. You know, I don't envy anybody. Because I asked myself one time, if you are to be put in the shoe of so and so, there are people that I know that live good. But if you look at the kind of lives they are living, it's always a rush, a hectic. And I just say to myself, why can't I just like what I have? Why would I want to have somebody's husband when he's never even home? Where is he? Always working there, left, right. I can't be somebody's wife because she's always screaming, doing this. I never envy to be like anybody else. I always want to be a version of me and an original copy. I just like being who I am. I like being different. And I believe you too. And if not, try to look at yourself and look at yourself like somebody else can want to be like. And they cannot be like you because you are different. So they'll be different and we'll all be different. And this makes the whole thing. Imagine if you all drove black cars. Just imagine we all drove black cars. Okay, white cars. Black is not so good. Black is beauty. Black is elegant. But let's, on the street like now we are having winter. At 4 o'clock, darkness comes in. We are all having black cars on the streets. Or even in Kenya, everybody's driving a red car. How will you even notice when the president is passing by? Guys, I think it is nice when we are just different. Embrace that. Let me go back to my dream, because sometimes I feel, a friend of mine told me, when sometimes you're talking, I feel like you want to speak about all the, like I have so much that wants to come out. I have to just control. Guys, we have to be very careful. People who have gone through things that would like to do are not the right people, especially if they never made it. People who never made it are not people to consult when you want to do something. Look for somebody who has made it. And then don't say at Yana Maringo you can't get to them. Try to find a way to get to them. There is always a way to find somebody if you want to get to them. Write them an email, write them an SMS, go to their inbox. If maybe you don't have their number, write them maybe a messenger, or maybe go to Instagram or Facebook. Just write something kind before you do that. Pray to God, because even maybe they're not the people who are going to give you the tips. You can see somebody, think at, oh, she looks kind, she's good. Maybe not. Take care whom you tell what you dream about. Like me, there are 2 to 3 things that I would like to do, and it is as soon as possible. but I'm not speaking about them. You know why? I don't want to speak about somebody, then she'll be like, yeah, but I've heard about this. It's not so positive. It's not doable, because there is nothing that is not doable. Everything is possible, especially if you believe in God. Nothing is impossible. You can make it. So guys, I would say, guard your dream, speak less, listen more, be in the right place at the right time, because you can be in the right place at the wrong time, meeting people at the wrong time. Maybe they are drunk, maybe they have stress, they're overwhelmed. Speak about something that is supposed to bring happiness to your family, to your life, change like bring a change to the coming generation, or even back home. People are looking up on us, people who are in the diaspora. They're waiting for this change from us. Guard your dream, talk less, listen more, pray more, and keep calm. Don't give up. Even when things look so dark, I was just asking myself, why did God choose to bring daybreak in the night? Because it happens at midnight. It's in the night. He could have said daybreak starts at 7 or 8 o'clock. That means a good day starts when it's dark. And even good things don't start easily. It all looks so dark, so impossible, so undoable, yet it's really doable. The moment that thing begins, you've dreamt about it, you believe in yourself, a day begins. And the journey is usually very long. Just be very careful who are also these people you're having alongside as you go this journey before your dream manifests. Because even when it manifests and it's out there, you could be having a product you've always dreamt about bringing to the supermarket. And then comes people and you think now your dream is up because the product is out, it's in the market. We have challenges. We have other companies. I mean, the market out, it's so aggressive, You have to give your all. And then you still meet somebody who will tell you, yeah, they live and lie to you. I did. Your product is not so good because it doesn't have this or it has that, and that's not supposed to be. There's always something going on. That means this journey is a long journey, and as long as we're in this world, challenges will come. Equip yourself. But before you do this, believe in yourself, because this is the one person you always have. You can go eat, drink, have friends, go home, and you'll be back to yourself. You'll be all alone. That means when you know who you are and you believe in yourself, no matter what people say, what people do, you know who you are and you'll stand out. Guys, I would just like to encourage you, don't give up on that dream, because everything is looking so great at the moment because of the pandemic. Things will get better, and until then, keep believing. Be positive. If there are things you can journal about your dream, write them down. Write good things. Be positive. And if it's a dream that needs money, before you wait to get that credit from that bank, keep saving. Because the less money you borrow, the less money you have from outside, the sweeter the dream. Trust me. There is nothing so bad as when you start up something and all you have to do is to pay bills, pay debts, pay this and that and that. Keep saving. I even thought to myself, how nice is it for somebody who wanted to do something in 2020 and she still may be employed right now. So she still has another 1 year to save. And if they say 2021 is also going to be kind of hard, you still have another year to save. That means if the dream comes to be real in 2022, you'll have had saved so much money. You'll be so much advanced because you are reading. Equip yourself, keep reading, do books, watch things that could help you get to be familiar with the field that you want to invest in. There are many things you can do during this time. Don't look at a time like, oh, it won't be possible. I think even it might never work. Don't do this. Let me encourage you. We have a journey and we have to go this journey. Guys who are starting something new, I'm backing you with this word. Believe in yourself, because that's exactly what I'm doing. I also have things that are coming up. You'll get to know, because I speak, I share, because I want to inspire somebody out there, that somebody who ever once cleaned 8 hours. I who bought my first bike for €5, God chose to bless me, and I cannot keep it for myself. I have to speak it out to inspire somebody out there, to bless somebody out there and tell them God is able. It's never too late, but don't wait too long. Until then, stay blessed and see you then. Stay tuned. By the way, don't leave. If you haven't subscribed, imagine subscribe. I'm reminding you this one more time. Do this today. And if not, next time, next video, I don't know what's going to be about, but guys, I know about the videos that are pending. I'm very much aware of them, but I came to realize I can't just sit and say I said I'll do food truck part 1 of 1 and the next time it's part 2 of 2. I'm not working like this. I'm really praying to God, because I know there is somebody who comes here because she's desperate, because she's in a fix, because she's confused, and she would just like to watch and listen and see what could I do. And that's the reason why I have to listen to God, because I know He's guiding my steps. Guys, thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you for loving what I do. Thank you for loving my content. I'm so amazed. I'm so happy. And let's do this together.